Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports. And we're getting into hockey. I haven't gone to hockey in a while. Not a lot has happened involving the Red Wings, but we are getting closer to the start of training camp in the regular season. So, kind of some stuff that has happened over the summer. It's been quiet, but for the most part, kind of a season outlook and other news that's happened around the Red Wings. For the most part, the biggest thing that has happened since I last talked about them has been that Sergei Fedorov's number is being retired finally after a long time. We'll see who's up next. Probably, I'm going to say Datsuk is the likely next Red Wing to get their number retired. But it's been a long time since Fedorov has really been good graces with Detroit, and this is kind of mending a bridge, retiring his number, which I have no problem with. And I know there's a handful of people out there that actually do not particularly want his number retired, but hey, what are you gonna do? Other kind of stuff going on. When you look at the season, how are the Red Wings gonna do? Are they gonna play well or not? It's gonna come down to the defense, like it does every year. Your offense did worse last year. If you can figure out how to make that thing click again, you'll be fine. You'll score as many goals as you did a couple years ago. Your defense did better last year compared to 2 years ago, but again, you have aging goaltenders. How well are the Wings going to be with aging goaltenders in a poor defense? You need to figure out how to fix this defense, how for it to play a little bit better than it has the past couple of years. Give Talbot and Gibson a break. Gibson and Talbot are not bad goalies. Anyone who's complaining about how good goalies they are, they're not bad goalies. Not bad goalies at all. Again, they're just aging, and when you have 40 shots a night on net, they're not going to be able to move as fast as they did when they were in their younger 20s. Which comes down to your defense. Besides outside Sider, Evanson, even Johansson, I'll give a little bit of a break to. He's just starting though. You really don't have good defensemen. Sherratt's okay, but he's not the greatest. He's more there for veteran leadership. Gustafson's and same thing with Hall. He is eh. So where are we gonna go? You're gonna call someone up who's unproven and still not know how the year's gonna go? What are you gonna do? I've heard rumors of us potentially getting rid of Bergeron. Don't know if that's the greatest idea. You're going to bring up Danielson before you fully feel like he's ready. I get it. We don't want to keep these guys in the minors for too long, but at the same time, rushing them is not going to achieve anything. The only guy that I'm upset about that's still in the minors is Kosa. He should have had his chance this year. But you know what? Give it one more year. I think we have Gibson next year. Talbot will be gone after this year. Gibson, Kosa for a year, and see how that goes. I'm still more high on Augustine than Kosa. But again, Kosa deserves his chance at this point. He's been in our system for a long time. He deserves his chance to flourish in the NHL or fall on his face. It's a possibility too. He just deserves his chance. But looking at overall, the season doesn't start out great. You have a game start out against Montreal, back to get back against Toronto. Not the greatest start. You have a game against Florida, you have a game against Tampa, and you have an early West Coast trip uh, at the end of October. That first month is not going to be great. We might be off to a rough start looking at how our schedule looks in the beginning. But again, it could go either way. The Wings are not a bad team. They're a fringe playoff team. You're not going to have much movement, and I know people hate that with Eiserman. But if you're looking towards the future, next year's free agent class is wide open. Not saying that we are tanking so we get a high draft pick and we have a good free agent class. You want to play good so you can sign these people. That's why I don't think he's done too much is because of this upcoming free agent class. Well, at least 4 to 5 very high profile free agents. Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Cale McCarr, name a few of the people who are in this free agent class coming up if they don't resign with their current teams. So again, it's a waiting game. I hate the waiting game, but Irishman knows how to build a team. You look at Tampa. As much as you hate what he's doing here, he knows how to build a team. We have a good young core, just like with baseball, we have a good young core. It's just when are they going to get going? And it sucks to wait and wait and wait because again, it has been 10 years since we made the playoffs. But Hockey Town's back on the ice. Maybe that will change things around. Since the last time we were in the playoffs was the last year Hockey Town was on the ice. But again, we'll see how exactly goes. This year is going to be question mark upon question mark, and I think overreacting to how this year goes is not going to solve anything. Everyone will hate Irishman throughout most of the year, say the Irishman plan sucks. It's only going to suck at this point if next year he does nothing in this free agent class, or if people say they don't want to come here. That's the other problem. You want to have a good year because you want people to come here. If you play well, somehow you get Connor McDavid on the Red Wings, that would be amazing. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But there's some very high profile people you can still get in this upcoming free agent class. And again, you still want to have a good year. I think the Wings need to only win about 5-6 more games to really make noise. Is that possible? Yes. They are a good team. They are a talented team. It's just they falter come the month of March. And that is one also big concern this year is the month of March because you had 3 weeks off due to the Olympic break, which sucks. I love the NHL players being in the Olympics. It's what I grew up with before, they stopped, I think, in like 2012 or just after that. The Olympics are always entertaining. The downside is, 3 weeks off. The Wings struggled last year with a week off with the Four Nations tournament. You're going to probably struggle this year with the Olympics afterwards. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're strong going into February, 3 weeks to get healthy. March, April, we do fantastic. But again, it could kill the momentum. And that's something we don't need. We don't need our momentum being killed. It's going to suck. It's going to be the biggest question mark, I think, of the season. I think we might be in a similar situation to how we were last year, where we're sitting around top wild card, third place in the division. And it's going to come down to how that month of March goes. And can Todd McLellan turn around, or are we going to do what we've been doing, which is falter, fall on our face, and end up not in the playoffs for 11th straight year, which would suck. It's been 100 years of the Red Wings, right? We've hit that century milestone. There's all that stuff going on this year. I'm hoping that a lot of the stuff they're doing isn't distraction because they know it's going to be bad, like the Federovs and the Hockey Town and all that. I don't want them to trying to think of it distracting us into being accepted into a poor season. We need a better season for the 100th year. Let's make the playoffs. I don't even care if we don't make noise in the playoffs. I just want to make the playoffs. I want to make sure we're doing well. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a fun year. Again, we're young. We're going to be able to play well. But we'll see what ends up happening. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Wings, how this year might go. What do you want to see out of these last few weeks before the regular season starts? I believe we have literally a month until the season starts. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.